Hi everyone, Melissa here. Today's video is a little bit different. In today's video, I have a challenge for you. So the title of today's video is called the Change Your Story Challenge. And here's how it goes. I want to change up the way you're thinking about manifesting. I want to change up the way you're thinking about specific desires that you've been trying to manifest. If you've been feeling stuck, frustrated, getting triggered, just not noticing any movement, wanting something a little bit different. Okay, this is the purpose of this challenge. So I want you to pick, you can pick a specific desire, but this challenge really applies to everything all day long. Okay, and we're going to do it, let's say for 24 hours, we'll do this challenge together. Okay. And if you want to extend it, absolutely do that. But this is meant to be fun. Let's make manifesting a game. Manifesting is easy and simple, and it should feel that way. And it should never feel like hard work. And you shouldn't need to be frustrated because we're already all so good at this. You're already an expert manifester. Let's just change your perspective on it. Let's just change the way you're thinking about it. Okay. So Change Your Story Challenge. This is how it goes. The only rule of this challenge is throughout the next 24 hours, anytime you catch yourself being critical, feeling annoyed, feeling irritated, feeling mad, feeling frustrated, thinking something isn't going your way, not liking a circumstance, anything like that, your one job in this challenge is, how can I change my story? So in the moment of the frustration, in the moment of noticing something you don't like is showing up, of making a circumstance mean something you don't like, your job is to change your story as fast as you can. As fast as you can, think any thought to change your story. So let me give you an example. Let's say you are driving to work and you hit a red light and you immediately get irritated and think, oh my gosh, now I'm going to be late. Okay, hold on. Change your story challenge. How can I change my story? It's going to be fine. I'm not going to be late. I'm going to hit every green light on the way to work from now on. Okay, let's do another example. Let's say you check the mail when you get home from work and you get a big bill in the mail. You open it up and you're just like, oh my gosh, this bill is crazy big. I can't afford it. Oh, stop. How can I change my story? You know what? They made a mistake. I don't actually owe this much. I'm going to call them and they're going to tell me it's a whole lot less. Okay. So anytime a perceived obstacle or unwanted circumstance shows up, hold up. How can I change my story? You got to change your story the second you catch yourself thinking something contrary to what you want, thinking something is happening that you don't like. So if somebody says something to you and you immediately take offense to it, well, how can I change my story? You know what? They didn't mean that in the way that it sounded. I just misunderstood them. They're going to totally clarify it. They actually meant it as a compliment. If somebody doesn't message you back right away and you think, oh my gosh, now they're ignoring me, they're ghosting me, they're being so rude. Nope. How can I change my story? Okay, actually, they just got really busy. I'm going to hear from them any minute. They always write me back. Let's say you stub your toe walking into a room and you immediately get mad and think, this hurts so bad. I'm so clumsy. Oh, how can I change my story? Actually, my toe is feeling so much better now. I'm so glad that was just a minor little bump. I'm actually really, really careful and cautious, and I have great balance. Okay, so you literally take anything that shows up, any time you're feeling some kind of unwanted emotion that's coming from a thought, that's coming from a snap judgment, an instant story that you're giving something. So the purpose of this challenge is really to make you aware, be more aware of your thoughts, because sometimes we can just float through the day on autopilot and we have ups and downs and emotions here, emotions there, frustrations, something's happy, something's not, then we get frustrated, then we get stressed, and we don't even really pay attention to it. But your job in this next 24 hours, you have to know what story you're telling in order to change it. And that's true for any manifestation. If there's something you've been trying to manifest for a long time, if you don't know the stories you're telling yourself about it, then whatever stories you're telling are what's going to keep manifesting. So the idea of this challenge is to get you to start to pay attention to your thoughts and catch yourself when you start telling yourself that something you don't want is true. Because the number one objective to consciously creating is Don't tell yourself anything is true that you don't like, right? Because you manifest whatever you're accepting is true. You know, we're navigating the 3D, we're seeing circumstances, which on their own mean nothing. We notice a circumstance, we give it an immediate snap judgment, an immediate story, and then that perpetuates in our experience. You know, we are constantly curating our experience via our assumptions, via the meaning we're giving to things, via the stories we're telling ourselves are true about things and people. So, change your story challenge. Let's have some fun with this. Let's see how many times in 24 hours we can change our story for the better. How many times in 24 hours can you assume better? How many times in 24 hours can you turn any perceived criticism into a compliment? How many times in 24 hours can you turn any perceived obstacle into something that's working in your favor? How many times in 24 hours can you take something somebody says and make it mean something good for you? Something somebody does and make it mean something good for you. You know, always assuming better, always telling ourselves a good story about whatever we are perceiving in our reality. That's how you manifest what you want consistently. It's getting on top of those thoughts. This is really just a mental diet. You know, you tell yourself more frequently that things you like are true, that what you want is true, that your desires are true, that anything is possible for you. And then you consistently manifest those things into your experience. So today, starting today, change your story. What do you have to lose? You're already not getting what you want in some area, and changing your story can get you what you want and make you feel better and keep you in your power more throughout the day. What do you have to lose? Try it out. And when you try it out, when you change your story, post it in the comments when things start manifesting, when things start flowing. You're going to notice changes. You're going to notice circumstances and people changing to align with your new story. Why? Because you're the only one that's telling the stories in your reality. You are perceiving your reality through your own story, through your stories. You are giving your reality meaning on a regular basis with your assumptions, which is what comprises the stories you're telling about things and people. So have fun with this. Use this challenge to ramp up your manifesting game, to stay empowered, to step into your power, because you are so powerful. You are so powerful. So I hope this video is fun. I hope this helps you. And please, please comment when you change your story and some of the manifestations that pop up because of it, because it's so fun. And this will really help you build your belief in conscious creation, in that you are the operant power. Because when you start changing your story and noticing circumstances changing, you're going to really see the relationship between your assumptions and your reality. That's the most important relationship in manifesting, right? What you assume is true, what you accept is true, that's the experience you're going to get in your reality. And it's always the now moment. So when you change your story now, your manifestations change now, your circumstances change now. Even if you don't see it in that exact moment, it's still happening. It's still changing because it's only ever now. You can't be in the past. You can't be in the future. You can only be in the now. What are you thinking now? What story are you telling now? How can you change your story now? All right. I think that's it for this video. I intend you have fun with this challenge and you manifest so many awesome things. Please put that in the comments. And if you are struggling with figuring out what stories you're telling yourselves about your desires, I would love to help you. I'm available for one-on-one coaching, and you can find the link in the description of this video. All right. I intend you have an amazing rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one.